Have you ever finished cleaning your bathroom or kitchen, wiped down every surface until it gleamed, and then found yourself feeling a little bit off? Maybe a tickle in your throat, a slight headache, or a dizzy spell that made you grab onto the counter. It's a common experience, isn't it? We work so hard to keep our homes spotless, to create a healthy and inviting environment for ourselves and our loved ones. We want that sparkling clean feeling, that fresh scent that tells us our home is truly hygienic. But what if that feeling, that scent, is actually a warning sign? What if some of the very products we rely on to make our homes pristine are quietly, subtly, undermining our health? It's a painful reality to consider, that our pursuit of cleanliness might be coming at a hidden cost, especially as we get a little older and our bodies become more sensitive to the chemicals around us. The truth is, many common cleaning products contain ingredients that can be particularly harmful to those of us over 70, affecting our respiratory systems, irritating our skin, and even impacting our balance and cognitive clarity. But don't worry, you're not alone in this, and there are simple, effective ways to protect yourself. In this video, we're going to pull back the curtain and look at 3 very common cleaning products you might be using right now that you should seriously consider avoiding if you're over 70. We'll talk about why they're problematic and, more importantly, what wonderful, safer alternatives you can use instead. So, grab a cup of tea, settle in, and let's uncover how to keep your home sparkling clean without compromising your precious health. Make sure you watch right to the very end, because I promise there's something waiting for you that might just surprise you. Now, let's dive right in with the first cleaning product many of us have under our sinks or in the back of our cupboards, often reserved for those really tough jobs, heavy-duty oven cleaners. You know the ones I mean. They promise to dissolve years of baked-on grease and grime with minimal effort. And yes, they often deliver on that promise, leaving your oven looking almost brand new. But the secret to their power lies in incredibly corrosive chemicals, most commonly lye, also known as sodium hydroxide, or strong acids. These chemicals are designed to eat through tough grease. And unfortunately, they don't discriminate. They can also eat through your skin, cause severe eye damage, and, perhaps most concerning for those of us over 70, release highly caustic fumes into the air you breathe. Imagine for a moment bending down to spray the inside of a warm oven, the confined space, the concentrated spray, and the heat from the oven can all intensify the release of these potent fumes. You might not notice it immediately, but those fumes can quickly irritate your respiratory system, leading to coughing, shortness of breath, and a burning sensation in your nose and throat. For someone who might already be dealing with conditions like asthma, COPD, or even just a general weakening of the lungs that naturally occurs with age, inhaling these fumes can be genuinely dangerous, potentially triggering an asthma attack or exacerbating existing breathing difficulties. I remember my Aunt Carol, bless her heart, always prided herself on having the cleanest kitchen. One afternoon, she decided to tackle her oven, which hadn't been cleaned in quite a while. She used one of those heavy-duty spray cans. She thought she was doing everything right. She opened a window a crack. But she didn't realize just how powerful those fumes were. Within minutes, she started coughing uncontrollably. Her chest felt tight, and she had to leave the room. She was quite shaken. It was a clear sign that her body was reacting negatively to the harsh chemicals. It's not just the respiratory impact, either. Think about the physical act of cleaning an oven: kneeling, reaching, sometimes being in an awkward position. If you accidentally get some of that powerful cleaner on your skin, it can cause severe chemical burns, and if it splashes into your eyes, it can lead to permanent damage. Our skin can become thinner and more delicate as we age, making it more susceptible to chemical irritation and burns. So, how can you identify these culprits? Look for labels that mention danger, corrosive, or warnings about causes severe burns. If it promises to dissolve grime instantly, It likely contains highly aggressive chemicals. The good news is, you don't need these harsh chemicals to have a sparkling clean oven. There are wonderfully effective and much safer alternatives. One of the simplest and most effective methods uses ingredients you probably already have in your kitchen: baking soda and water. You can create a thick paste with baking soda and a little water. Spread it generously over the inside of your oven. Let it sit overnight, and then simply wipe it away the next morning. For stubborn spots, a little white vinegar sprayed on top of the baking soda can create a gentle fizzing action that helps lift the grime. Another fantastic option is to use a steam cleaner. Many modern steam cleaners come with attachments perfect for tackling oven interiors. The high-temperature steam helps to loosen and break down baked-on food and grease without any chemicals at all, making it completely safe for you and your pets. You simply wipe away the loosened residue. And of course, prevention is key. Wiping up spills as soon as they happen, especially after baking or roasting, can save you a lot of heavy-duty cleaning later on. A warm, damp cloth is often all you need immediately after a spill. So, by making a simple switch from those dangerous oven cleaners to natural alternatives or even a steam cleaner, you're not just cleaning your oven, you're protecting your lungs, your skin, and your overall well-being. It's a small change that can make a monumental difference to your daily comfort and long-term health. Now that we've talked about those powerful oven cleaners and why they're best avoided, let's move on to something else you might use regularly without a second thought. Something that often seems completely harmless because it smells so clean or fresh. Next on our list of cleaning products to consider avoiding if you're over 70 are aerosol air fresheners and many disinfectant sprays. You know the kind. They promise to eliminate odors, leave a lasting fresh scent, or kill germs on contact. We often reach for them after cleaning or just to make a room smell pleasant, especially in bathrooms or kitchens. The problem with many of these sprays, particularly aerosols, isn't just the scent. It's what creates the scent and how it's delivered into the air. These products often contain volatile organic compounds, or VOCs, propellants, and artificial fragrances. When you press that nozzle, you're not just releasing a pleasant smell, you're releasing a fine mist of tiny chemical particles into the air you breathe. Imagine those particles floating around your home, settling on surfaces, and, most importantly, entering your lungs with every breath you take. For older adults, whose lungs might be more sensitive, or who may have conditions like asthma or chronic bronchitis, inhaling these VOCs and artificial fragrances can trigger a host of uncomfortable symptoms. We're talking about coughing, wheezing, shortness of breath, and irritation of the eyes, nose, and throat. Some people even report headaches, dizziness, or a feeling of general malaise after prolonged exposure in an enclosed space. My neighbor, Mary, always kept her home immaculate, and part of her routine was to spray her bathroom and living room with a popular linen fresh aerosol spray after cleaning. She started noticing that she'd get a persistent tickle in her throat, and sometimes even a feeling of tightness in her chest whenever she did her cleaning routine. She didn't connect it to the spray at first, assuming it was just dust, or perhaps her seasonal allergies. It was only after her doctor suggested looking at indoor air quality that she realized her fresh-smelling home might be contributing to her discomfort. Think about it: you clean the toilet, you spray the room, then you close the door. Those chemicals become highly concentrated in that small space. Even in larger rooms, the cumulative effect of using these sprays day after day can contribute to poor indoor air quality, which is something we should all be mindful of, especially as we spend more time indoors. It's important to remember that a truly clean home doesn't need to smell like a chemical factory or an artificial garden. True freshness comes from good ventilation and cleanliness, not from masking odors with synthetic fragrances. So, how can you tell if an air freshener or disinfectant spray might be problematic? Look for words like aerosol, fragrance, perfume, or lists of chemicals you don't recognize. If the label says air neutralizer or odor eliminator, It's likely trying to cover up smells rather than genuinely freshening the air, and often using chemicals to do so. The good news is, achieving a fresh-smelling home and eliminating germs safely is remarkably simple. The absolute best way to freshen your home is to open your windows and let in some fresh air, even for just 10-15 minutes a day. Weather permitting, it can make a world of difference in circulating stagnant air and expelling indoor pollutants. For persistent odors, identify the source and clean it properly. For example, clean your garbage disposal with baking soda and vinegar, or wipe down countertops with a gentle, non-toxic cleaner to add a pleasant, natural aroma. Consider an essential oil diffuser with pure essential oils like lemon, lavender, or peppermint. These are natural extracts from plants and don't introduce harmful chemicals into your air. Or, for a wonderfully old-fashioned and charming way to make your home smell inviting, you can simmer a pot of water on the stove with citrus peels, cinnamon sticks, cloves, or fresh herbs. This creates a beautiful, natural aroma without any synthetic ingredients. And for disinfecting surfaces, simple white vinegar is a surprisingly effective natural disinfectant for many surfaces, as is a solution of hydrogen peroxide, the 3% kind you find in the pharmacy. Always do a patch test first to ensure it won't damage surfaces. The key is to shift your mindset from masking odors to eliminating them and focusing on improving genuine air quality. By ditching those aerosol sprays, you're not just avoiding uncomfortable symptoms, you're breathing easier, creating a healthier indoor environment, and embracing a more natural way of living. It's truly empowering to know that you can have a clean and fresh home without compromising your well-being. Now that we've cleared the air, so to speak, on air fresheners and disinfectant sprays, let's talk about our third and final common cleaning product you might want to reconsider. Finally, let's talk about multi-surface cleaners, especially those that boast industrial strength or feature incredibly strong, pervasive scents. These are the versatile products we often grab for cleaning countertops, sinks, floors, and sometimes even bathrooms. They promise to tackle dirt, grease, and grime with one swipe, making cleaning feel quick and easy. Many of these powerful multi-surface cleaners contain harsh chemicals such as ammonia, chlorine bleach, or strong synthetic surfactants, which are detergents designed to break down grease and dirt. While individually these chemicals can be irritating, the real danger often comes from combining them, even unknowingly, or from their cumulative effect over time. For instance, if you clean your bathroom with a product containing ammonia, and then later use a different product that contains chlorine bleach on the same surfaces, you could be accidentally creating a highly toxic gas called chloramine. This gas can cause severe respiratory problems, including coughing, shortness of breath, chest pain, and even fluid in the lungs, which can be particularly dangerous for older adults. Even when used separately, these strong chemicals can cause significant irritation. Chlorine bleach, for example, is a powerful disinfectant that gives off fumes that can irritate the eyes, skin, and respiratory tract. Ammonia, another common ingredient, can also cause respiratory irritation, headaches, and nausea. Think about your routine. You spray your kitchen counter, wipe it down, then move to the bathroom and spray the sink. As you clean, you're breathing in the fumes from these products, and your skin is coming into contact with them. As we age, our skin can become more sensitive and permeable, making us more susceptible to chemical absorption and irritation. Cuts or abrasions on the hands can allow these chemicals to enter the bloodstream more easily. I often think of my neighbor, Mrs. Henderson, who always used a powerful bleach-based spray cleaner on her kitchen counters and her bathroom. She developed a persistent dry cough that seemed to worsen right after her weekly cleaning sessions. She couldn't figure out why. It turned out that the lingering fumes from her cleaner were constantly irritating her airways. The strong, clean smell that she associated with a hygienic home was actually a red flag, a sign that her indoor air quality was being compromised. It's a common misconception that a strong chemical smell equals clean. In reality, that strong smell often means you're inhaling chemicals that are far from beneficial for your health. Another aspect to consider with these harsh cleaners, especially on floors, is the potential for slippery residues. Some floor cleaners can leave behind a slick film, even after rinsing, which significantly increases the risk of slips and falls. A major concern for anyone over 70. A fall can have devastating consequences, from broken bones to head injuries, and often leads to a significant loss of independence. So, how do you identify these potentially harmful multi-surface cleaners? Look for ingredients like sodium hypochlorite, which is bleach, ammonia, or any cleaner that advises you to wear gloves or ensure excellent ventilation. If the scent is overpowering and lingers long after you've cleaned, it's a good sign that it's loaded with synthetic fragrances and VOCs. But please, don't despair. Keeping your home clean and hygienic without these harsh chemicals is not only possible, but genuinely easy and often much cheaper. For most everyday cleaning of countertops, sinks, and other surfaces, a simple solution of dish soap and warm water works wonders. It effectively cuts through grease and grime without leaving behind harsh residues or fumes. For a natural disinfectant, white vinegar diluted with water, a 50-50 solution is fantastic for most non-porous surfaces. It's naturally antibacterial and antiviral, and the vinegar smell dissipates quickly as it dries. For a powerful scrubbing agent, baking soda sprinkled on a damp sponge can tackle stubborn grime in sinks or on stovetops. And for floors, a bucket of warm water with a few drops of a gentle, pH-neutral dish soap is usually all you need for a sparkling, non-slippery finish. Always remember to use clean microfiber cloths, as their unique fibers can pick up dirt and germs effectively with just water, reducing the need for harsh chemicals even further. It truly boils down to simplifying your cleaning arsenal and trusting in the power of basic, natural ingredients. By making these thoughtful switches, you're not just avoiding immediate discomfort. You're investing in your long-term health, protecting your respiratory system, your skin, and ensuring your home remains a safe and secure sanctuary, free from hidden chemical dangers. So, we've walked through 3 common cleaning products that, while seemingly innocent or even essential, can actually pose significant risks to your health if you're over 70. Those incredibly strong oven cleaners with their caustic fumes and corrosive power, the seemingly harmless aerosol air fresheners and disinfectant sprays that fill your air with irritating VOCs and artificial fragrances, and those powerful multi-surface cleaners loaded with ammonia, bleach, or other harsh chemicals that can be a real burden on your lungs and skin. It's truly amazing how deeply ingrained some of these cleaning habits are, isn't it? We've been told for so long that a clean home must smell a certain way, or that only the strongest chemicals can truly get the job done. But as we've explored, that clean smell can often be a warning sign, and true cleanliness doesn't have to come at the expense of your health. Remember, this isn't about abandoning the idea of a clean home. It's about being more discerning, more intentional, and ultimately, cleaning smarter, not harder. You deserve a home that feels like a sanctuary, a place where you can breathe deeply and feel completely at ease, not a place that leaves you feeling unwell after a cleaning session. The wonderful truth is that simple. Natural alternatives are often just as effective, if not more so, and they offer incredible peace of mind. Think about the joy of wiping down your counters with a simple mixture of vinegar and water, knowing you're not releasing anything harmful into the air. Imagine the relief of cleaning your oven with baking soda, with no worries about caustic fumes. And consider the simple pleasure of a home that smells genuinely fresh, because it's well ventilated and truly clean. Perhaps with the subtle, comforting scent of natural essential oils or a simmering pot of spices. Small changes, truly, can make the biggest difference to your health and happiness. It's about empowering yourself with knowledge and making choices that support your vibrant life. You've accumulated so much wisdom over the years, and now you have a bit more to add to your toolkit, ensuring your home is a true haven of well-being. I'd love to hear from you. Have you already started switching to more natural cleaning products? Do you have a favorite homemade cleaner or a genius tip for keeping your home sparkling clean, the healthy way? Please share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. Your insights could be incredibly helpful to others in our community. If this video has opened your eyes to a safer, healthier way of keeping your home spotless, please give it a thumbs up. It truly helps our channel reach more amazing people like you. And if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe to our channel for more practical tips, encouraging advice, and insightful conversations designed especially for living your very best life at every age. Thank you so much for spending this time with me today. Remember, your home should be your sanctuary, a place of comfort, safety, and well-being. By making these thoughtful choices about the products you use, you're not just cleaning your home, you're nurturing your health and creating a truly safe haven for yourself and your loved ones. Keep living vibrantly, keep exploring, and keep making choices that support your incredible journey through life. You've earned this peace of mind, and you deserve to feel your best every single day.